Cancel.
Schweezy.
All right, it's time for another Ask Schweezy. Ask Schweezy is the segment where I answer all your relationship problems and solve them for the most part. If I don't solve them, you didn't do it right. So if you have a question you want to ask me, you want me to fix your problems, you can always email theshwedcast@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to help you out there. Well, let's just get right into it, folks. Let me figure out what's going on in your lives. And yeah, that's all I can say. Let's just get going. Remember when, like, if a half burp come out? There we go. There's the real, like, right into the mic. Sorry, folks. My fiance doesn't fancy me anymore. You know what country that's from? Hello, I'm a bit upset at the moment. My fiance worked abroad a lot. He has only started to work abroad when we got our house together by coincidence. I'm a bit gutted because I thought getting our house was going to be awesome and full of memories, but most of my time I've spent here has been by myself. When he comes home, I'm excited because I can get the affection I don't have when he's not here and get it back. I like being complimented and being touched, but it doesn't happen much. When he's working, he eats out a lot, so never really wants to go out with me here, and he's very tired. Sometimes we'll only have a few days together before he goes off again, and most of it is him resting. I'll try to wear sexy clothing he doesn't notice, try to come on to him, and he rejects me, or even jokes about me trying to be sexy. It upsets me because there was a time where he couldn't get enough of me, but now I feel like a nuisance. I've tried talking to him, but he says sorry. He says he's sorry, and nothing really changes. I'm a bit of a loss at this point. I don't want to lose a secure relationship, but right now I feel like his mate, who he has banter with, and not much anymore. So that's a very good question. Communication is probably the best thing. However, I'm not here to fix that problem. I'm here to help you with real problems. One thing I think that may work in your favor, sometimes, like, if you change up your appearance slightly, like, not drastically, like, slightly, like a new haircut, try on something new, maybe, like, get bangs or whatever. Sometimes just, like, doing, like, something very little kind of excites a guy, because that way he's like, now I'm with someone else. Like, he's used to you looking like that. But, changing up your looks a little bit, it could come in handy. Don't drastically change yourself. That's ridiculous. But, sometimes like that, like switch your, like, you get bangs or you cut your hair short. You're like, oh, I'm banging a new chick right now. Sometimes it'll be like showing. Also, the sex thing. I never get why, like, some people are like, yeah, we only have sex like 4 times a year. I'm like, I could go like 72 hours or whatever if I'm in a relationship. I'm like, if we're living together, like, we're doing 72 hours. Like, it's a good milking schedule, folks. But that's my opinion. Everyone's like, well, we just don't conform to your standards, Schweezy. Oh, so you conform to the wrong standards? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That you don't conform to the right standards? The Schweezy standard? The Schweg standard? The Schwander? No, that doesn't work. Also, like, when he's home, I don't know why people don't, like, just, like, look, even if we're not that into it, like, let's have sex. We're going to have sex. Even if neither of us really want to do it, we just got to, pump it along, Sometimes doing that works. Sexy clothing. Is it sexy to you, or is it generally sexy to all men? Some women are like, I wore this pantsuit that I thought was really cute, and he didn't notice. I'm like, no, that's not attractive to a man. So maybe needs more context on that. But anyways, yeah, I guess he rejects you too. That's a problem. Yeah, I think you might have to force some sex in there. Not like the bad kind of force. Just like, look, we need to have sex right now. Or maybe just start with the blowjob. Oh, no, that's actually a good idea. Just start giving him a blowjob, but don't let him finish. It's going to be hard, and then he's going to be like, you got to finish inside me, buddy. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Can't believe I just thought of that now. So, best thing to do, communication's the first thing. Maybe change up your appearance a little bit, not drastically, like a little bit. But the Hail Mary, I would say, yeah, would be the start giving him a blowjob, but don't finish him, and then he'll have to finish with you. So, there we go. That's the way it is. All right. Next one. Is she disgusted with me? I can probably get that. Why is my nose? My nose literally always itches every time I do this podcast. I don't know what it is. Is she disgusted with me? I can't stop thinking about this, and I'm having a hard time why this happened. It just breaks my heart. So you see, I have a good friend of mine that avoids me on extreme lengths because of her best friend teased us as a couple. I'm a lesbian and she's straight, I guess. She has never had a romantic relationship with anyone. This best friend is insinuating I have a thing for her all the time, which I don't know why she assumed that. Now she's upset. She won't talk to me, won't say a word, even avoids to look at me. Can you say that she's disgusted with me? Thank you. Anything will help. So, I don't think she's disgusted with you. I think disgusted is the wrong term. It looks like you may actually need to have a conversation and be like, look, I ain't trying to fuck. I just want to be friends. Which is like, it's a weird thing. I always think about that too. It's like, because men generally, like, it's typically, like men have their close friends are men, and then women, their close friends are women. But then, like, when you're like gay or a lesbian, it's like, so if you're a lesbian, can your only close friends be men, or what's the sitch? What's the sitch, Wade? I was like, itch my nose for the umpteenth time. I think you have to. I guess someone's like, oh, you're a couple. I'm like, tell them to shut the fuck up, because that's not a thing. Yeah, you probably just need to have a conversation. Look, I'm not insinuating. I don't have a thing for you. I just like you as a friend, because you can have friends of the opposite sex, or the same sex. You can have all types of friends. You can have, what is the opposite of non-binary? Binary, is that it? But like, my gender's not like I'm binary. That's my gender. I don't know anything, folks. I don't know why you're coming to me for intelligent thoughts, but I am smart with relationships. So, yeah, I guess you're just gonna have to have an actual conversation, and not just ignore the problem until it goes away. I mean, I am the king. I'm the king of foreplay. I'm a master at just ignoring a problem and hope it goes away. That's this type of guy you get. So I can't imagine she's disgusted with you. Disgusted would mean, when I first read she disgusted with me, like, I thought you were just really smelly and had bad hygiene. But no, I don't think you're using the word correctly. So keep on keeping on, I guess. My nose itches for the millionth. All right, here we go. This is a good one. Squirting insecurities. My boyfriend wants me to squirt, but I can't. I tried to explain to him that my body can't do that, and porn makes things seem a lot more possible/common than they actually are. I know some women say they can, and I believe them. It's just not something that happens to me, and now I'm feeling quite insecure about my ability to perform in bed. What should I do? Yeah, buddy, you gotta stop believing porn is real. It's not real shit. It's like, Batman's on the TV, it must be real. Like, no, Batman's fake too, buddy. And a little fun fact for everyone, squirting in the porn, for the most part, is just piss. And so, yeah, when you see that, they drink, like, apparently, from what I've heard, and this is what I've heard from actual porn stars, they'll drink, like, 2 bottles of, like, Pedialyte or something like that, and then just piss. It's piss. And it apparently doesn't smell bad. It smells like Pedialyte, whatever. God damn it. Why is my nose always so fucking itchy when I do this? Am I just talking too much? So, yeah, you're going to have to explain to him that squirting, not a lot of people can actually squirt. But some people can. I'm going to be honest, I've never been with someone who squirts. But if they did, I'm going to be like, please tell me you didn't just fucking pee on me. Please tell me you didn't pee on me. And pray it wasn't pee. To fix your problem, like, my boyfriend wants me to squirt, but I can't. Look, you could just pee on him. I guess, I mean, you had to tell him, like, look, in porn, it's actually piss. Like, that's what it actually is in porn. It's piss. It's not actual squirting. That's why you see like some girls, like you'll find if you watch a porn star's multiple videos, there's one video where they squirt, and then a lot of them where they don't. So it's pee, it's fucking piss, buddy. So if he would like, just be like, look, in porn it's piss. If you want me to piss on you, you figure out your life problems from there. So figure out your life problems from there. And then, yeah, that's all I can really say about squirting, is that squirting, a lot of times, I remember I had to explain to a woman, as a friend, so don't worry, what reverse bukkake was. And she was like so confused. Like, it's like, I don't even, because I guess a lot of people squirt. But she was like, I don't even know how that would be possible. Just like shit like that. We're explaining reverse bukkake. I'm not going to explain it. Actually, well, I will explain here. Reverse bukkake. So regular bukkake is when a bunch of guys nut on one woman, like 10 plus guys. Reverse is a woman squirting on a man. That's reverse bukkake. And I hope your kids are listening, because I want them to ask you, Dad, what's reverse bukkake? Anyways, though, so squirting, it's just piss. So if you really want to stop having arguments, just pee on them. Best thing I can tell you, buddy. Let's move on to the next one. My girlfriend insists on a key to my place. Okay. She stays over almost every night, but pays rent elsewhere. She likes to run errands or jog in the mornings. I get my energy later, and she's good to go at sunrise. We've dated for 1.5 years, and we're friends for 3. However, instead of waking up to lock the door when she leaves for errands, she wants a key. She suggested hiding the current key under a rock if I'm not ready. I don't mind her waking me up, but she hates asking. I guess I'm just looking for perspective and solutions. Yeah, I don't know why you're having a big deal about her having a key to your place. Like, wouldn't that just be convenient because she's coming over anyways? It's like, say, like, you're out somewhere and you're not home, but she wants to come over to your place, and like, just have her have a key. I feel like that's just a little bit more convenient. Like, we still not plan on living together. Like, just give her a key. I don't know what the fucking big deal is. Making a big deal out of everything, you know? And if you break up, she can just give it back. You've known each other for like, we've been dating for 1.5 years. I'm like, done a lot worse for a lot less, folks. Just be like, give a key to a girl. I'm like, you know what? I want you coming around here more often. Please come around here. You know, it's not rocket science. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you already paid. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I guess you have to. I'm making you think here. What are your doubts on giving her a key to the place? What's the reason? What's your internal reasoning why you don't want to give her a key to the place? Because it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, and making a copy of a key is not that hard. And it's so not hard that they just created kiosks now for that shit. So you are probably overreacting in this situation. She's right. Everyone loves it when I say the woman's right. But yeah, she's right. I don't know why why you're having a big deal. I mean, I guess she's coming to your place more than hers, I guess. So, yeah, I think don't overthink that shit, buddy. Just give her a fucking key. And that way she can just come over whenever she wants. But if you're cheating on her, that's not a good idea. Do not give her a key if you're cheating on her. I also encourage you to don't cheat. Don't cheat. No, just watch it sleeping. That's a good song. I like that. Let's go to the next one, folks. My friend stopped being friends with me after getting a boyfriend. Me and my friend were really intimate and close at one point of a time a year ago, but originally she got a boyfriend who does not like me, and not to mention, we all work together. Her boyfriend, I think, has been jealous of me for a long time, but ends up getting with her. I am fine with it. I always thought dating a coworker wouldn't work and complicate things. Are you both? Yeah. God damn it, my nose itches. Granted, while we were friends, it was similar to friends with benefits, but we never had sex. We talked about it, but never happened. We exchanged nudes. She let me touch her body and play with her, and we talked about so much for hours every day. Now, since her boyfriend hates me and she has told him about our past and seen our sexual texts, he is uncomfortable with her talking to me. I understand us not being able to spend as much time together or talk every day. I don't need that much attention. But now we can't really text outside of work. She can't hang out with me. She won't go get coffee with me at work. No more lunches at work. And when she walks by at work, we don't really speak that much anymore. This boyfriend won't let her interact with me. And if she does, he gets really upset and it ruins their night if they talk about it. She decided it would be best to not talk anymore because of the great relationship they have. I really don't like how I am being treated, but what can I do? We all work together, but it sucks that someone that used to be my closest friend who I told really deep stuff to can't even speak to me without feeling guilty. I just can't keep trying to put effort in making things work if she is willingly trying to interact with me less because this boyfriend feels uncomfortable with it. I don't know what to do. I haven't really tried to talk to her in a few days, but it feels really bad just letting go of friend, but it also really feels like she never valued me as a person or a friend, and it makes me feel so bad. I just feel so bad. I don't have many people talk to. Maybe that's why I'm trying harder to not let her go. Anything would help. So, yeah, buddy, her boyfriend's jealous, and she doesn't, you kind of give off the vibe of an ex-boyfriend to her. That's what it's really sounding like. If I can get my nose to stop itching. Or like 10 minutes so I can do this. But no, yeah, she's thinking of me as a boy. Like, he probably sees you as like an ex-boyfriend. And you've like basically dry humped each other. So yeah, basically from what it looks like is, he thinks of you kind of like an ex-boyfriend. Now, you have to put yourself in the shoes. You're dating a girl, and who's really in touch. Imagine be in his shoes. Just all I can say is be in his shoes and think about the situation. He's probably worried a little bit. Worried and a little jealous of him. And I don't know why he never just wanted to date her. I don't know what's the problem. Co-workers. I'm like, well, get a new job. I don't know. But, the situation, yeah, so we talked about it, but it never happened. How does that happen? I don't know. You're not the king. You're not the foreplay king like me. So, yeah, he probably makes him uncomfortable being around because he probably thinks, like, you're trying to be boyfriend, girlfriend, too, and shit like that. I understand where this guy's coming from. Like, he's just a little nervous. He probably trusts her, but at the same time, it's like, he probably doesn't trust you. That's the problem. Like, a lot of times with like issues, like sometimes with jealousy issues, like you can trust your partner, but you can't trust that other person in the situation. I think that's gonna be the real problem that you have there, buddy. So, what the advice I can do? Well, you could try to break them up, and then you can start dating her. That's a thought. I mean, that's gonna be the best idea I can give you. This present time, maybe just do that. I'm supposed to be flicking with my nose the entire fucking episode, folks. Anyways, so yeah, if you're exchanging nudes with someone, do you hear yourself when you're saying all this? The only thing I can say is just put yourself in his shoes, dude. Like, that's the only thing you can say. I was like, she let me play with her body, play with her boobies. Honk, honk. I don't think I've ever touched a boob and not gone honk, honk. How old am I? What's my age again? That's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 27 like me. So yeah, buddy, you just got to put yourself in his shoes and figure that shit out. All right, here we go. Another one. Women having problems. I can help with that. Getting mixed signals from a guy. What does this mean? So I have been talking to this guy for the past 3-ish weeks, and we've become pretty good friends. He's a really sweet guy, and I enjoy talking to him. But he is sending me mixed signals, and I'm not sure what to think/do. On one hand, he keeps bringing up fun activities we could try together, and last night on FaceTime, he even told me he'd drive to my house to pick me up and take me out of town to go on a hike together. He asked me if I wanted to go on a walk, go longboarding together, try a class at the gym, etc. He also sometimes seems to be trying to keep the conversation going. If it gets a little dry, he might bring up something completely different to start a new topic. We FaceTimed twice for over an hour past midnight, and he could have left whenever he wanted to, but I was the one who decided to leave both times because it was getting late. Okay. However, we've made plans to FaceTime twice, once after each call. Once we agreed he'd call me in the morning whenever he was ready, which he never did, and once this morning to watch the sunrise at the sun. At the time of making the plan, he seemed really enthusiastic, and he really didn't sound like he was just throwing the idea out there. He sounded like he was actually going to do it. I called him this morning, but he didn't respond, and he didn't contact me for the entire day. He left me on open on Snapchat during our FaceTime last night, which he initiated, and he saw my Snapchat story, but never sent me anything back. So I know he was on his phone. I just don't know why he is ignoring me. There were also lots of opportunities for him over the past weeks to continue a conversation that he never took. I want to be friends with him, but I don't know if he wants to talk to me, and I don't want to be clingy. If he was interested, he would not forget to text me back and blatantly ignore me, but why would he ask me to do all these fun activities, stay up late talking to me? I'm not really sure how to feel, and I don't know what to do. Okay. So as I come in through the complex infrastructure known as the male mind, I think what he's trying to do is keep his options open. Like I talk about, the problem with dating these days is like we treat dating like internet shopping, like we're always trying to look for the best deals. And, sometimes you don't see the good deal in front of you. And I think he's trying to keep his options open. He just ghosted you for an entire day. Maybe he was he was with someone else, maybe. I think he's just kind of like weighing his options. I don't think you're the only one. I don't think you're the only girl. When you say you're like 17, yeah, buddy. Yeah, you're probably not the only girl in his life. He's probably just keeping his options open, seeing what's the best offer and what's the best situation for him, and he's gonna go with that because that's the type of guy you're getting. But yeah, no, the blatant ignoring thing. Let's see, what would I do in that situation? So if I was texting a woman, I was really into her, then all of a sudden I decided to stop. There was probably someone else. I think there's someone else in his life, buddy. Sorry to tell you that, but it sounds like there's someone else in his life. And it could have been probably not you, but don't worry. He probably does not see the valuable piece of ass that you are, and one day you're gonna find someone who likes your ass and your tits and want to make it the only ass and tits for the rest of his life. Because men, we always have to learn that there's plenty of tits out there, but there's always one pair of tits that you want to spend the rest of your life with. That's how we need to live life. Live life 365, whatever they say. But remember, it sounds like there's someone else. And I would say keep your options open as well. Because you shouldn't just be doing that shit. There we go. We still got more. We got more to come, folks. All right. So, yeah. Next question. My girlfriend thinks I'm cheating. Last night, I text my girlfriend, "Good night, I love you, sleep well," and sleep autocorrect to L. She thinks I am cheating now. I tried to tell her I am not, and it was autocorrect, and she won't listen. Bitch might be a little bit crazy. But however, like, if you gotta, there's an idea of like trust in a relationship where you shouldn't have to. It's like what, like fucking conservatives say to black people about the cops: if you're not doing anything wrong, you have nothing to worry about. Kind of shit like that. I think that better applies to anything cheating. Like, I don't know, I've been in relationships like, "Hey, can I see your phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I don't care." I'm like, You're gonna find some gross shit, but it's up to you. So yeah, if you can't prove any reason why, and also, do you know anyone named L? That's another thing. Dude, that is pretty rough though. Sleeps with another woman's name. Oh man, that's rough, buddy, dude. But yeah, if she's refusing to understand, probably a little too crazy for you, bud. And you should probably ignore that shit. You should probably ignore her. Probably not going to work out, buddy. Sounds a little crazy, but yeah, I mean, no, you should prove. You should always just prove like that you're not cheating. Like, I have friends like they have their on their iPhone like their locations shared with each other. I think, like if you have, like I said, if you have nothing to hide, if you have nothing, you're not doing anything wrong. You don't have anything to worry about in a relationship. That's just plain and simple. Don't you see? So yeah, if she refuses to listen and like you continue to prove that you're not cheating, bitch might be crazy. That's all I can say. All we can say. All right. Next question I got here. I laughed at my boyfriend when he tried to be sexy. We were in his room and laying on his bed. He said that he wanted to try something and play a song for me that he'd been working on and grabbed his guitar. He started playing an acoustic version of Don't Ya by the Pussycat Dolls, replacing girlfriend with boyfriend. For those that don't know, the song says, "Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? Don't ya?" I'm physically attracted to him, but he's not hot in that he doesn't have the sex appeal of this song. I'm basically teaching him how to have sex because I'm his first partner. He wears glasses and quotes Harry Potter. I laughed at him, but I didn't mean to be malicious or mean. It was just the idea of the nerdy boyfriend singing this incredibly salacious song that was funny. It was endearing for sure, but not sexy. Is he mad? He is mad at me about it. We are still talking though, and how do I explain my thoughts, reasonings to him? Part of me feels like this is just an apology/reassure situation. Here's the thing with that. I could never. That song sounds like a very serious song. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Like, no one sings that seriously. Like, that's a stupid song to be serious about. Why? That's the question. Why did you think that would not be funny? Like, you were trying to be serious, play that song. That's not a song you play to get girls. I know a lot of them, but to be honest with you, girls don't like that shit. You're like, they do it in the movies, but yeah, Ryan Gosling was dangling from a fucking Ferris wheel. Like, if you don't go out with me, I'm gonna kill myself. And guess what? If you did that in real life, no one would like that. It's like the things in movies. It's like movie things are romantic, but then you do them in real life, and it's like, this is creepy. Oh, you're outside my window playing a song for me. Okay, not creepy at all. But no, it's you have to look. That song is supposed to be funny. That song is supposed to be funny. So you doing it makes me feel funny, and you have to reassure that you're attracted to him, and maybe just suck his dick. Maybe that might be. I swear though, like 50% of problems with like women have with men, or like when a man's mad at a woman, can be solved by her sucking his dick. I have to imagine like that's a good way to solve a problem. I'm just saying 50% I think could solve it. Like, look, I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you. Gotta deep throat that shit, baby. Also, I don't know why the fuck he thinks that song's. He wears glasses and quotes Harry Potter. I probably like the guy. I mean, I don't want to have sex with him, but that's for my own sexuality purposes. No, I feel like you probably should explain to him, look, that song is not sexy at all. And you want to try to do a real song that could be sexy, I might like it, but that is not a sexy song. And stop that shit immediately. Play Wonderwall or some shit. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Yeah, yeah. So, Don't You by the Pussycat Dolls is not a sexy song to sing to a woman. Fellas, if I can teach you anything today, do not sing that song to a woman. Her vagina will dry up very quickly. Looks like we got our last question, and I really did say the best one for last, folks. I really say the best one for last. Coming from a former ex-evangelical, former Christian, who might have the same beliefs still. I don't know. A girl sat on my dick, and he put D__K in youth group, and I want to ask her out. Dude, I before I even start reading this, I just know, like, the teenage boner, like, she just slightly, like, accidentally rubs, like, you pass someone and she accidentally, like, rubs your pants and you're like, swing, you know, that situation. And dude, youth group and church situations, like, it's happened to me. Don't worry, it's happened to me, folks. But, like, when you're a teenager and they're like, don't have sex, and then they're like, here, hang out with the girls. And I'm like, all right, let's just get in. Let me solve this problem for you, buddy. This isn't anything serious, but something that's just a little weird that happened at youth group that's been a little awkward / nerve-wracking since, and I'm probably overthinking it, but here goes nothing. Our church's youth is partnered with Young Life, and we have 2 different meetings tonight. The first is something called Campaigners, which is a Bible study on Monday nights with Christian songs and relatively serious. Then on Wednesday, we have something called Club, which is where we play a bunch of party games and sing a few secular songs and still have a message, but is more game-oriented. One of the games we played is Where Everything Began. 3 boys take a knee on the ground next to each other, and 4 girls are selected to play a ring around the rosy as a song plays, and once it stops, they have to tackle one of the guys, and the girl who is left out is eliminated from the game. Well, I was selected in this game for my second time ever, and when the music stopped, one of the girls tackled me and landed on my, and it's censored, dick for a few seconds before quickly hopping off. I could tell that she noticed by how she jumped off and how I was stunned. I don't think anyone else noticed, but the 2 of us definitely did, and she just sat there for a few noticeable seconds before hopping off. Well, and I know it sounds too good to be true, and honestly, there are a decent amount of really pretty girls in our group, but the girl who tackled me is really pretty. Like, really, really pretty. And I kid you not, I had my eye on her from, like, the beginning when I first started attending. She's also a cheerleader, and she's a few months younger than me, and we don't usually talk, but we've sometimes locked eyes contact during the meeting, and one of the only things she's gone out of her way to say to me was that she likes how I sit on 2 separate occasions when I cross one leg over the other during meetings. And to make matters better, my dad is a deacon and doesn't really want me dating until I'm older, but he knows her parents. I didn't know her until, like, the youth group. And they sometimes talk when I get picked up, and they get along well, and I know I'm probably overthinking, but could I have a shot here? I've never had a girlfriend or anything before, and never asked anyone out before in my life either, but I get super nervous whenever I'm around her, and I know I'm probably rationalizing since I could have just been the closest one for her to tackle when the music stopped, but I'm open to brutally honest advice on if I have a shot and how to go about it or not, maybe soon. But I have club tonight, but I'm not gonna do anything today, and if I am, I'm considering next week, assuming I can muster up the courage to try. Okay, buddy. I understand your pain. What she needs to do, don't just fucking ask her out. You've had like 2 conversations with her, so you know, calm down there, bud. Maybe get her phone number and, like, just start talking to her, because, like, you have to fucking start talking to her, and I don't know if your parents want dating or anything or whatever, but, it sounds like, yeah, typical Christian parents. I don't think my parents cared about me dating. I think they just wanted grandchildren really bad. I think they still want grandchildren really bad. So, yeah, let me think about what the best thing I would do here. Yeah, don't go full throttle into this thing, dude. Get her phone number and just start talking. start a friendship. Start a friendship with her, and then see where it goes from there. Also, if you don't think you're confident, fake that shit. Just pretend to be confident. Then she might like it. But sat on your dick, maybe. Hey, remember that time you sat on my dick? Good times. Want to go out sometime? Yeah, no, man. Act confident. Get her phone number and just start chatting and be friends. You do not know her at all, so you need to be friends with her. You might learn that she's awful and is a terrible human. You could also learn that. There's a lot of things you can learn in life, and yeah. So the only thing I would say here is don't just go full throttle into this shit. Get her phone number and be friends first. And if you can be friends, then being boyfriend and girlfriend's the best.
What's going on, my fellow Schwoklord? Hope you enjoyed that highlight from one of the great shows that I make. If you want to watch more clips or even full episodes, go check them out over here and down below and everywhere else. Stay awesome.